Hey everyone, it's Marcus and welcome to my jungle room. I'm heading over to California today where I'm really thrilled because I'm speaking to pop punk royalty. Please everyone, welcome Ali. Of course, he is from Zebrahead. Ali,
What's up, Marcus? How are you, buddy?
I'm good. This is like, I feel absolutely honored because you guys are total slammers in the industry and you've been kicking it since 1996.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute, huh?
That's a few decades there under your belt.
Yeah, for sure. And I gotta say, I'm totally feeling the vibe of your room right now with all the gorgeous plants.
Thank
I
you.
feel I feel healthier just like w looking at you in that room. I feel healthier.
When you get to Adelaide, I'm going to give you one and you can take it back to California if they allow it on the plane. I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. I'll
Woo!
sneak it in if I have to, man. Those are gorgeous.
Hey, so like I said, when you get to Adelaide, the reason why that would be is because there is an October 2025 Australian tour, which is kicking off very, very soon, 7th of October in Perth. Then you hit Adelaide on the 9th of October, and then it's back to back, 10th of October Melbourne, 11th of October Sydney, and 12th of October Brisbane. There's not going to be much downtime.
No, but we are gonna make time to go do fun stuff regardless. We're
Yay!
just gonna be exhausted, but we're gonna go hard, is what I'm saying, Marcus.
You guys are still young. It's fine. You can do it. I've got you. Hey, so when's the last time you toured Australia?
I've been told it was 7 years ago. But yeah, it's been a minute and we are so excited to come back. The only thing everybody's been talking about for 2 months is the Australia tour.
Yeah.
So we're mentally prepared. We're trying to get bodily prepared for it too.
Yep.
And we're excited to come back, dude.
Well, I'm sure lots have changed around Australia in the last 7 years, but when you get back here, is there anything you're looking forward to doing?
Obviously besides the shows, because that's a given.
Yep.
I think like I'm excited for Pie Face. Is that weird?
Yeah.
I've been craving pie face.
That's
I've been
right.
craving your beautiful beaches.
Yep.
One thing I'm not really looking forward to, but preparing myself for is all the crazy insects you have there. So I'm gonna bring my bug spray and just try not to make eye contact with any of them. But
Yeah.
other than that, everything is like set, and we're really stoked, man.
And you're lucky you've got over here during spring, and it's going to be leading in summer, so you're going to have some really good weather. Good
Fantastic.
timing.
Nice. I'm gonna say we planned it, but the universe planned it.
Hey, obviously, like we said, 1996 is when it all kicked off for you guys as Zebrahead. Um, this is almost 30 years later now, so let's call it the 30th anniversary tour, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Great.
just calling things. But 1996 to 2025, obviously there's been a lot of changes in the music industry. How have they affected you as a band? And have you been able to ride that wave really quite easily, or has it been really quite challenging?
So I would say the main thing I noticed was about maybe 20 years ago-ish in America specifically, because when we came up, we were considered like in the pop punk genre of music. And after like Blink exploded and like No Doubt and all that stuff, there was a minute where in America specifically, they veered kind of away from that style of music. It became more like indie music. And so when we realized that, we started trying to find other places that were still into our style of music ultimately. So we started going to Europe a lot and England and Japan. And I would say the biggest difference is now in America, it's starting to get popular again, like the pop punk stuff.
Yeah.
So just seeing the cyclical nature of music and trying to figure out where we still fit as time goes with our music was kind of cool. Something we learned how to understand the music business a little bit more. It wasn't just like, oh, write a good song. It was like, hey, do you know about like touring more? Because now we got to get a tour bus in England or Germany or whatever. So you kind of start learning more about the business aspect of it. And for us, that's been the main thing is just like coming in as purely artists and then kind of starting to self-manage a little bit and understand the business aspect of it, figure out where your market is, and then be able to produce enough music that is relative still to be able to do this for as long as we have. I know that was a long ass answer, dude, but
And hey, you have been producing some really good music right from the early days right up until just recently as well. So still killing it. But 13 studio albums, there's been a good bundle of EPs and just some singles released as well. Um, in that time, can you look back to the 96 period and still appreciate the music that you were doing then? Obviously, with all the advancements that have occurred now, is there a favorite album, I guess, from the early days that you loved?
Sure. And again, I feel like the first album we did, I'm not counting the Yellow because that was more of a bunch of demos released. We released those, but the Waste of Mind album, for me, only because it was our first album and it was our first experience working with Howard Benson, who produced that album, and learning how to write a proper song structure and like going through making a video for the first time and touring for the first time and like just because of that, the nature of that, I have like all these really cool fond memories. So I would say, yeah, that first album sticks out to me.
Did you enjoy the process of doing the videos back then as well?
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, the hours kind of suck or whatever, but it's you're creating a visual of what your song is, when we wrote them, we didn't even think that far ahead. You know what I mean? So it was just a cool experience.
And staying back in the early days just for a minute, who were you listening to personally? Who were you listening to that really drove your career, down the track that it has driven you, genre-wise?
Oh man, there's bands that I could say as a fan, like I love the Beastie Boys. I love how they were like came out more fun and lighthearted, and then they switched into more like political artists into playing their own instruments and stuff. I always admired them for that. I would say the Beastie Boys for sure, but then we we were very lucky in that we got to open for Green Day when we were first starting out, and just to see their career as far as they're still producing huge, huge songs and albums, and kind of learning how to tour when we were on tour with them, how much they love to have fun, but then also how serious they were about the shows and stuff. Just learning every day from watching these huge artists like Green Day really influenced me. There's been so many, dude.
Yeah.
Um, it's just hard to nail one or two, but Cypress Hill, we did some shows with them, and Be Real found out I was a huge Cypress Hill fan, so he took me on his bus and he rolled the fattest joint, and we sat there and smoked for 2 hours, and he just told me about the music business, and he explained to me about how to make sure you never get into a fight you can't apologize for with the rest of the guys in the band because that relationship is like family. You can't ruin it, because you need to be able to get along with people. But like again, he took time to tell me like the other side of the industry, not just the musical side, which I appreciated. So there's been so many, man. But Marcus, we've been so lucky.
And I mean, it's a testament to you guys because you've done some incredible things. Is there a proudest moment that a proudest achievement, award, something?
We were nominated for a Grammy with Lemmy from Motorhead once, and
Yeah.
we got to go to the Grammys with Lemmy, and that
Wow.
night was crazy. Can't talk about most of that night, but that experience is something that forever will stick out in my head.
Yeah, mad. That would just be a bonkers night. Um, hey, and then moving up to today, the tour. What can we expect from the tour? What can the fans get?
Yeah, so it's been a minute, right? Since we've been in Australia. We're coming with Adrian, who is new to the band since we've been there. So we're really excited for everybody to see Adrian play and hear his beautiful voice. and also to play some of the new songs because it's been so long that 3 EPs have been out since we've been back there. So we're excited to play those songs. But in general, we're expecting a very high energy show and it's going to be very fun. So come to party, come to have fun, come with your friends. It's just going to be a good time, I think.
And like, so going forward from here, like when the tour is all over, I'm sure there's another tour in another part of the world, but once it's wrapped up here in Australia, what's next for you guys? Is there talk of new music again, or is it just more touring, or what's the story there?
Well, we are actually taking a break from touring to go into the studio. We have like a bunch of songs that we have been kind of working on in between tours, and
Yeah.
it's time to like really focus on that because you could keep touring, man. You can just be saying, "Yep, we'll do that one, we'll do that one." So we decided we're taking a break and we're hoping to finish these songs and record them and have something hopefully released by summer, something new. So.
Freaking brilliant. Hey, so let's talk about the music for a minute then. So when you are creating new music, writing the lyrics, producing it, all of that, where do you get, you personally, where do you get your inspiration from?
Personally, for me, oftentimes, and this has kind of been the deal ever since we started, it's um, either something I'm experiencing or somebody close to me is experiencing, and oftentimes I don't even let them know that I'm maybe using some of that as inspiration. But it's just like everyday stuff, things that affect me in either a positive or negative way, and I try to not make it so straightforward. So it's like, oh, he's talking about like a breakup with this person or whatever. It's I try to make it a little bit um not on the nose, but is always little inspirations that that happen, and I'll make a little note in my phone and say, hey, come back to this when you're working on the songs. And I have this huge thing on my phone where it's just like, what did I mean by this? What does toes mean? I don't even know what that means. But
Well,
yeah, so that's it. Personal stuff that.
let's be honest. I mean, there's so much bonkers stuff going on in the world these days, that finding your inspiration can't be that hard at the minute, right?
For real, right? For real.
There's stuff going on everywhere, all around the world. All you have to do is open up your eyes and, you're inspired by something, I'm sure. Um,
Yeah.
well, I'm excited. I can't wait till you guys get to Adelaide. Like I said, everyone, it's 7th of October, kicking off in Perth. Then it hits Adelaide on the 9th of October, and then wrapping up in Brisbane finally on the 12th of October. And you know what, Ali, I wish you all the best for an incredible tour. It's been 7 years in the making, but you're
Too
back.
long. Yeah,
Um,
Marcus, thank you, man. And come have a beer in Adelaide if you have time.
even wait at the Lion Arts Factory. I will be there. And there is a day between Perth and Adelaide. So hopefully you
Yeah.
will be in Adelaide for that day. You can go and hang out at our beaches. There you go.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Um,
Love
easy
that.
peasy.
Man, I'm gonna text you.
Ali from Zebrahead, everybody. Ali, you're just, I mean, what a legend. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for taking time to do this.
And I'll see you in Adelaide.
Absolutely.
See you, buddy. Bye.
Jody, bye.